Hey everybody, it's Tuesday. I know I've been off a little bit, super busy. Still adding up the number of votes for the art contest, so I will get to that as quick as I can to congratulate the winners. I want to talk real quick an update on the skill breakout. I'm getting a lot of questions on this, both in game, through different messaging apps, YouTube, everywhere else. I want to talk about this. So I'm currently sitting at 205 breakout stones. Again, I focus mainly on gold chests. I defeat the bosses, look for slimers. Silver chest, you can occasionally get them from them. It's not very often. I'm currently on level 3. Still pretty easy. Beat most of the bosses without even trying. I smash everything. So, I'm basically going there. A lot of discussion about what skills people want to upgrade, don't upgrade. And that it really kind of comes down to who you use and what you're doing. So I want to talk a little bit about that. Now, obviously, you'll notice I was doing one of Vortex's damaging skills. And so that's kind of one of the things I upgraded. Some people have talked about this as far as a skill breakout. Obviously, they say, hey, what about Sebastian or Krash? If you run both of them, you're increasing that attack speed. Obviously, by bumping this bad boy up even more, it's going to make your people use their skills faster. So if you're running him and you're running Krash, let's see where I got Krash at. You can tell I don't even know where Krash is. Oh, he's above. Sorry. Should have just clicked out. He's up here. There he is. One too many. So Krash, obviously you can decrease attack speed, but here you're increasing the attack speed. So if they both hit the same person, suddenly Paganini's just dropping the sleep spell real quick. So that's some of the things people are doing is to look for the support skills that are kind of most helpful, getting those off faster in situations like that. Outside of that, the majority of the time, a lot of these other skills are basically going to be damaging ones. Obviously, you can use Sizo, and you talk about, if I increase his Blade Runner, he's going to do more damage. Or the barrier, there's a lot of options you can go for. Personally, if you're going to run Krash or you're going to run Sebastian, I think those are great skills to look into. Again, because, yeah, you are going to get those skills off faster. But again, you kind of have to run them as a duo, and you're going to have to start maxing those out really quick to see a huge increase in that. That said, a lot of times I do like people like Vortex. So again, here I'm doing more damage. Again, the stun hits on a higher level. You can do the same thing again with Zoe. You're going here, or you go down there to the Awakening like I did. Those are the options that I like to use. I want to make sure if I'm fighting higher level guys that I'm getting that. Maybe you're doing the Crystal Dungeon, and you can use this to help hit those monsters that you have a harder time with. Suddenly instead of missing a lot, now you're actually going to hit with them. Some of the things to look at as we look here, obviously, is 5. Put you into the purple. At this point, you're going to be collecting 10 of each of these bad boys, and then once you hit 10, you're going to be collecting for the orange. Cap is 15. That's the current level max that you can go to. So, it's really kind of your choice, how you want to bump these up. I say, hey, I like Vortex, I'm up to 550. Now I'm up to 5,167. So, obviously there's some good stuff there. I'm going to go over here to her. I'm going to bump her up twice on this one. I'm going to bump Magnet Cells up. Some people, again, they do the damage. Some people don't. It's really kind of your preference and what you're looking for. Kind of going from there. I have Chavez on my team. People said, well, what about, Chavez? Well, let's talk about skills. This is not going to do me any good to upgrade because it's not going to do anything major for me. As far as dealing damage, it's kind of nice. You do a little bit extra damage, but that's about it. The blind side is nice because you can increase the level at which you hit with the guarantee as far as a stun, but again, it's not going to make you go faster. And again, a guy who's got Sebastian, his Chavez is going to go faster and get his stun off on you before you get yours off on his. And finally, Death Strike. You could do this for a little bit more crit strike and a little bit more health regen. But outside of blindside, I'm just not probably going to pump them into him first. If you're running stuff here, again, you can decide how you want to do your damage. whether you want to shoot for your stun, whether you want to work on your Hades realm. I mean, there's a lot of options for each and every person. Obviously, the damage here isn't going to be a huge increase, and since the percentage is not increased, it's not something I'm going to worry about. The shield, it is good, but again, the shield is limited in how much it's going to absorb. So out of all of them, it's it's pretty good. But again, here probably energy drain might be your best bet. But again, it's still not a huge increase. 15 levels would be, 1 or 2 is not. And again, as you go through a lot of these, it's pretty much coming down to the stun skills or particular damaging ones like that. Going from there. So again, here you've got 3 knockups in a row. Pump 1 in each. Now you can hit level 92 and a little bit more damage. When we talk about that, it wouldn't be any point of talking about it if you don't look at Abyss Treasure. I'm currently level 3. I'm getting 60% drop chance now from golden chests. I've already cleared out what I can see, and so it's kind of one of those things where now you're left looking, and all my gold chests at this point are over here or way up in there. Obviously, the chance of getting them is lower the higher up you go. I haven't done this today, but because you're all watching, I will. I picked up 12. I'm going to go through here. Here we go. 6. Oh, let's smash that. So, boom. Yeah, see, down here I'm getting all the way in there. I'm getting that pretty regularly, but up here I just don't get it as much. Again, same thing. Blue chests. I've gone over a lot of blue chests. I just don't get them like I'd want, so I don't really waste a lot of time on them. Pretty much the goal is to clear it out, and then as soon as I can, once this timer's up, I click on that. Can't do it for 3, so then I'll be up at 4. Once I get to 4, I'll probably shoot a video on that. Still hate these items, but it is what it is. So again, that's kind of how you're going to go with your skill breakouts. Those are how you're going to get your runes or the little stones for them. As far as choices, again, you're really limited. Just kind of go from there. Pick on the skills you think is going to serve your team best. And it varies based on your team. So, everybody's like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And I'm like, if that's your 5-man you're going to run, then here's the hero I'm going to pick. If you're not going to run the guys I run, then, I'm going to have to know your team. And don't send me your team requests, please. I've got enough of those. But just kind of look and see what you think is the best asset to your team. Again, if you're running Sebastian, Sebastian's speed up's awesome. If you're running Krash, Krash's attack speed's awesome. Things like that, as well as the stun, making sure you're hitting everybody. So, I hope this helps. If you got any questions, as always, feel free to leave them. Hope you're all having a great one, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.